Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all the respected dignitaries, faculty members, and my fellow students. I am Mohammad Al-Fishi, President of the MBSI SSNC Delhi Student Unit, and I am truly honored to welcome you all to this special and insightful session titled Crafting Your Career Story, A Guide to Effective CV Building, organized by Swami Shraddhanand College, Department of Microbiology, in collaboration with the MBSI SSNC Delhi Student Unit. Before we begin this journey of learning and growth, it is my proud privilege to invite a personality whose vision and efforts have laid the very foundation of the MPSI, a person who has always worked for the academic, professional, and personal growth of students across the country and beyond. Professor Deshmukh sir is an eminent academician and visionary leader. He is the founder of the MBSI, established in 1996, with a noble vision to uplift students, researchers, and even farmers through microbiology and biotechnology. His research contributions span various domains, including bioleaching of metals from electronic waste, and he actively promotes initiatives like Biomake in India. Even beyond academics, Professor Deshmukh's drive for social and scientific transformation is evident through his establishment of NGO branches across India, aimed at spreading awareness, innovation, and in fields like biofertilizers, biopesticides, and biotechnology for the benefit of students and farmers alike. He is a mentor to many and a constant source of inspiration to us all. We are truly privileged to have him with us today. It's my deepest honor to now introduce and invite our chief guest, Professor A.M. Deshmukh sir, the National President of Microbiology Society India, to grace the occasion with his words. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Today, I'm really happy for the reason
Sir, please unmute yourself. Yes, sir. Not.
today I'm very happy. The reason is that one of the student before 5 years, 4 years, he was actively involved in various activity of microbiologist society. Now in a position to guide to the other students. And the topic is a very, very important topic. The reason is that whenever one want to get a success in your life, he should present himself. How? He can present orally. He can present in writing. He can present through his work. And whenever he want to present in writing, the curriculum vitae is playing very important role. So what are the strong points of curriculum vitae? Today, Bharmjeet is going to guide other students and to tell other students. So really, it's my duty to wish all the best, not only to Bharmjeet, also his mentor, Dr. Archana ma'am, and I also respectfully take the name of Honorable Principal of your college, Gargi sir, and all other listeners. I wish all the best to them. And today I welcome all the students, More than 77 students are today in this virtual hall. I welcome them all and thanks Archana ma'am for calling me to speak. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Yes, Alfez, please continue.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring and insightful address. Now, I would like to call Yashika Verma, MBSI Secretary, Delhi SSNC Student Unit, to carry this session forward.
Thank you, Alfez. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yashika Verma, Secretary of MBSI SSNC Delhi Student Unit. It is my immense pleasure and honor to warmly welcome you all to today's insightful session. We are truly privileged to have with us Mr. Bharmjeet sir, a distinguished research scholar from the group of Omics of Algae at ICGEB, New Delhi. Bharmjeet sir's academic journey and professional accomplishments inspire us, students and young researchers. An alumnus of our prestigious Swami Shraddhanand College, he has served as the ex-president of the MBSI Delhi Student Unit and is a proud recipient of several prestigious honors, including the National Biotech Youth Award and the Best Student Award by MBSI. He has also secured first prize for innovation ideas on bio-entrepreneurship and has been recognized multiple times with academic excellence awards by our college. He was also the college topper at SSNC and a gold medalist in biotechnology during his post-graduation from DTU. As I went through his long list of achievements, I must say with utmost sincerity that it truly gave me goosebumps. His dedication, hard work, and commitment to excellence are nothing short of inspiring. Brahmadit sir's scholarly contributions include impactful publications such as Racial Disparities in Cancer Care and Influence of Microbiome on the Host Immune System in Carcinogenesis, published in Ville Cancer Reports, as well as research on nanoscience in drug delivery systems. He holds a master's degree in biotechnology from Delhi Technological University and a bachelor's in microbiology from Swami Shraddhanand College, where he held several leadership roles, including president of MBSI Student Unit and PR head of Rolling Ponds. He has set an unprecedented legacy for student units at MBSI Delhi. We reach out to him for guidance and mentorship, and he has never failed in helping any of his juniors, always generous with his time and wisdom. As someone who has built an inspiring and well rounded career profile, Brahmajit sir is undoubtedly the perfect choice to guide us through the essentials of crafting an impactful CV. His own journey is a testament to the power of a well structured and meaningful resume. With great humility and excitement, we welcome Mr. Brahmajit sir to guide us in building a strong and effective CV that speaks for our unique career journey. Let us all join together in welcoming him with a big round of applause.
Thank you so much, Yashika, for the detailed introduction. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Before starting, I just want to ask whether I'm clearly audible and visible. Okay. So today I'm really glad to be here. Like coming back to the alma mater is always a special thing that evokes nostalgia and gratitude. I'm truly blessed to have been graduated from the Department of the Microbiology, Swami Shraddhanand College, to be the part of MBSI and to be guided by Archana ma'am, by Deshmukh sir. Swami Shraddhanand College is an institute that shaped my scientific foundation and professional identity. I'm particularly grateful to very own Archana ma'am because she transcends traditional pedagogy by going beyond the textbook lectures, the textbook theories. And she didn't just teach us academic concepts but enriched our understanding through practical experiences. So together, this amalgamation, this combination is what give you a real world context. So I'm really thankful to her. I'm thankful to
Thank
Arvind
you.
sir for yes, and thank you, ma'am. I'm thankful to Arvind sir for making this platform and not only making and like MBSI has long been established and um, it's like what I would say, it's giving opportunity to a lot of students to come forward, to learn things and to do things that to give them chance, basically. Um, so the values and the analytical thinking instilled during that time in me have proven invaluable throughout my career in biotechnology and microbiological research. So I again want to thank Ashra ma'am, Sashi Chawla ma'am, who is currently the president of MBSI Delhi unit, Deshmukh sir, and our own principal sir, Praveen Garg sir, for inviting me to share my thoughts on such an important topic. Um, let me just share my presentation. I hope it is visible.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Um, so we often spend like years of building our skills, gaining experiences, and achieving milestones. But how do we present all these things? Like, is it a document? Not every time we can go to every person to tell about us that we did this. But there is something which can tell about us many things. And that is definitely CV. As Deshmukh sir said rightly in the beginning, it is a mirror of you. Um, so that's a CV making is not only an art, it's a strategy also. So today's talk, crafting your career story, is aimed to help you understand not just how to build a CV, but how to make it work for you. Because the goal here is to get a job, to get a PhD, to get a master's. So I hope I can do justice with your time and give you some practical insights on that. So with this, I hope you are clear with CV and resume. They are two distinct terms, but still, I feel when I was in bachelor's, it was a doubt in my mind. Oh, what is CV and how it is different from a resume? Let's begin by understanding the difference of these two. A resume is a typical and concise, tailored summary of your qualifications, your experiences, and your skills, which is primarily used for the job applications to get you in the job. It basically focuses on what's relevant to that position you are applying for, and it's your professional elevator pitch in document form. While a CV is a longer and a more detailed version of your academic journey, your fellowship, which contains your fellowships, your scholarships, your research positions. It also includes your publications, conferences, projects, teaching experience, and other things. So whatever you want to portray about yourself, you just put in your CV because the first thing a reviewer will see is your CV. And on the basis of that only, he will decide whether he wants to meet you or he wants to interview you or not. So knowing which one to use and how to format it accordingly is your first step in CV success. Purpose of CV is to get you to the interview. The aim. It is not a biography, it's a marketing document where you are marketing yourself. You're trying to catch the recruiter's attention enough to want that he or she will meet you. And here's the kicker like, and on an average, hiring managers are an API, any supervisor just spend 6 to 10 seconds in scanning your resume, and then he decide whether he wants to read or that he wants to read and go further with that CV or not. So you have that tiny window of 6 to 10 seconds to make a big impression. So clarity, structure, and relevance are absolutely essential here. With the CV, there are n number of myths associated. Um, Always, like company prefers when you apply for a job in a company, they prefers one pages, but it is not always one. Not always. For a freshers or a early career individuals, one page is ideal. But once you grow and once you read, once you study more, once you attend conferences, once you publish more, the pages will increase. And that is acceptable because if you will not tell about yourself, who will tell? So it also depends on the things you are vouching for. For example, if you are going for MSc or a PhD interview, you have to be crisp and explanatory at the same time. But if you have to send for an award for a conference, it should be elaborative. It should say everything about you because interview is secondary, but first thing is CV. Then,
Excuse me.
yes, ma'am.
Could you be a little louder, please?
Sure, ma'am, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Is it fine with this pitch?
Fine, better. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. Um, so the another myth is that you should rewrite your resume or your CV each time. Well, not from scratch, but yes, you must tailor according to the position you're applying for and your experience specifically to that job, to that position, you have to highlight that. For example, if I'm an Omics of Algae lab, what I would prefer? I would prefer a person who knows at least the technique which are using which we are using here. At least some theoretical knowledge, if not the practical. So the next method is that recruiters don't have other information about you. To some extent, yes, but no also. Your CV is your formal introduction. Treat it as your passport to the interview. And your CV is not only the way a panel will decide to meet you. Sometimes, if they find it good, they may cross check it through various social medias, various social platforms like LinkedIn. Now, another LinkedIn is Twitter, um, your Google Scholar, your PubMed ID, your ORCID ID. So, speak through your CV. That is the main point here. This is very important slide, which will tell you what should be there in a CV when you are applying for something, when you are making it, when you are framing your CV, what should be there. So before making your CV, before planning to make your CV, just think, what are those 5 points which you want to add there? Give it a thought. So those 5 points should include education and training, from where you have been trained, from where you have graduated. For example, I always write Department of Microbiology, Swami Shraddhanand College. That is my alma mater, and I'm proud of that. Uh, then publications, patents, and conferences gives a idea about you, how intellectual you are, how is your thinking. Academic achievements and awards give an idea about your performance, how you perform. The other two, extracurricular activities, interests, and skills, basically tells about your behavior, your nature, and your strategies to manage the stress, to whether you are able to do multitasking or not. So these 5 things I feel should be there in a CV after like looking at many, like it's been more than 8 years or 7 years now in this field. So, like after looking so many CVs, I've seen these things should be there. And even my PI also say he wants only meaningful things, not like random things. There is other perspective of a CV making also. Think as an employer. What five things, if you are an employer of that position, you want to know about the person? So first and foremost thing, you would want to know what this person can do, what this person know. Then second, what this person has achieved till now, where he was. Person's trajectory is something which describes a lot. For example, a person who is having a continuous study pattern and a person who is having a breaks in the between the study. So this gives a thought in the reviewer mind why he or she had a break in between. So continuous study definitely is a preferred one, but yeah, sometimes we might skip the years for gaining the experiences in industries. So that trajectory also should be highlighted in CV. Then does this person fit in the team? Does this person know the thing which which the recruiter is hiring for? For example, I'm hiring for a technician who wants to run XYZ machine. So do he or she know that machine, the basics of that machine at least? What is his working style? Is like something which is very important because at some places um, we need to work in team. So whether we are suitable for working in team, whether we are suitable for working alone, so that employer wants to know from your CV. While making CV, so I have just briefed you about the pattern, what all should be there in the CV, but there are few mistakes which still can happen. So, for example, formatting. Formatting is very crucial. Uh, you see CVs when you will see formats, you will see proper spaces, proper text, readable text, and um, you will see what I would say different sections, predefined sections, which will give a ease to the reviewer or recruiter to scrutinize that CV on the basis of that. Then try to always use bullet points because they are very easy to read. And not only write your things, but instead develop a content. Developing content means, for example, let me give you an example. Um, I am Bharmjeet. I am doing PhD. This is a information. But I am Bharmjeet. I'm doing PhD from ICGEB from the Department of Integrative Biology in Omics of Algae Lab. This is a content which gives you information of what I am doing, full thing. So that's how you need to think, how you need to develop content. After this slide, I'll show you an example CV and I'll describe there also all these points. And your achievement should be measurable. For example, if you are working on a project, how much time you took to complete that project and what was the outcome. Always think about the numerical things, percentage. So Those are the things which a reviewer, which always attracts the attraction of the reviewer. Then, as I mentioned, always before sending your CV to some reviewer, to some PI, to some supervisor of a lab, please see it and and tailor that CV according to the position. For example, if you want to get an internship, always add the relevant skills which is important for their lab. Why I want you an intern in my lab? Why I will select you if you don't know that skill? So these are the things we should always consider while making our CV. Also, never ever lie or exaggerate in your CV, because if you lie and exaggerate and if you got selected and there you'll not be able to perform, it will be a loss of both employer and the person also. Always include relevant information. Never include irrelevant informations. This is a red flag for the CV. And the outdated information is like you should never add. Uh, I'll sh- I'll show my CV and then I'll tell you what is outdated. Then things shouldn't be very long. It is not very good in reading, and the language should be very professional. Don't use unprofessional languages, unprofessional words. Try to use some verbs which will define the thing. So now I would like to show a example CV to you all so that you will understand better. Is it visible, the Word document?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. So this is my CV only. First thing, you are sending your CV. For example, you are sending through email. How you are looking is the thing that person wants to know. And if you will add your photo in your CV, it will be a good thing, because then he will not he don't have to look for on the Google for you. He has an option to go on the Google anyways, to go on the social media platforms to search for you, but that is an extra task. So just make his task easy and then he'll make you easy. Then your phone number, your contact information should be there. That is very helpful to reach him to you. Some information of social media platforms, which like as I mentioned, make his job easy, so that he'll give you job. The LinkedIn and the Google Scholar are some professional social media platforms where they can get to know about you, and this will be a plus point for your for your CV or for your candidature to get into interview. Then first thing which I believe should be there is your thought. For example, this CV is general. I'm not applying for any like any position. If I would have applied for a PhD, so I would have mentioned why I am I have crafted this CV. I would have added some skills relevant to that only. For example, if I'm applying for a postdoc in Germany where I want to work on GCMS machine. So if I'll add here on the first line only that I know how to run GCMS machine. So he'll definitely not see, like he might overlook other points, but he can select me on the basis of that point. Then next thing, which should be there is your training. So as you must have observed here, I haven't included my 10th class and 12th class, which we generally do when we are in bachelors, because that is very recent for us when we are in bachelors. But now, as I've already done my master's, my graduation, and like been in PhD since 2 years, so the grades of the 10th and 12th class are bit outdated, and they actually don't matter at this stage. What matters is your publication, your aptitude, your conferences, your active participation. That matters. Then just add about the conferences which you have attended. One thing you might be noticing here, that instead of bullet points, I have used table. So this table is giving a crisp information that for what thing he needs to look. For example, if I'm adding conferences and he just want to know where this conference happened, he will just go to the menu to the venue option and he'll see. He don't need to read the whole line and to find out whether this has happened or not. Also, if you see, there are links in the remarks. So those links give them proof that this is truth. I'm not faking. And this this gives the credibility. Then just the publications, because as we are in science, the publication is like a must thing should be there in CV, because that will give the reviewer a thought about you, how scientific you are, how scientific writing you can write. So those things can only be known by your publications. Then workshops and courses, what you have done. Here, this is a general CV. So I have added, you have seen diverse courses. I have added all. But when you are crafting the CV for a particular job, just add the relevant conferences and workshops which is relevant to that thing. Don't just overload your CV. And your academic achievements and awards tells the tells your excellence, tells about your excellence to the reviewer. This should be there, and your extracurricular activities and PORs tells about how you can handle different situations, how you can work, how you can like for example, if I've been hired as a PhD here, but this is not the only job. Like many of like if some PhDs there, Kansha ma'am was there, she might agree with this. This only the research thing is not there. We have to do extra work. So those are the things which a PI or a supervisor is looking for, whether he or she can push himself or herself to an extra mileage to do work. So this is the basic template of how a CV should look, but you can anyhow modulate it according to the job opportunity, and you can work on your CV. Give me another minute to get back to the presentation. I hope it is again visible.
Yes, it is. Yes, you can
Thank
continue.
you, Faisal. So these are few tools which you can use to craft your CV. I haven't included Word here. Like Word is a very powerful tool. but these are tools which can make your work very easy. For example, Canva has templates, various templates which you just use, you just replace your information with the information already provided. LinkedIn Resume Builder is one thing which most um, company people use because that is a professional tool, and some at some places they accept that only. Always try to use some, or I would say, proofreading um, softwares. For example, Grammarly. So it is a software which sometimes when you overlook your grammatical mistakes, sometimes you overlook sentence framing. So those are the things that can be detected by softwares like Grammarly, Quillbot. So you can use that also. So this is just a list of various tools and resources. You can click a picture of this. Last but not the least, your CV is a living document which tells everything about you. And don't forget to update it regularly. For example, if you attend a conference, just after coming from the conference, write it. Because human tendency is like sometimes you don't remember at the time when you are applying. So that's why always continuously update the CV regularly. You should have two kind of CV. One should have everything, irrespective of any any side, or I would say, if you are attending some technical, if you're attending some bioinformatics, if you're attending something scientific, it should be everything. But the other CV should be curated according to the thing you are applying for, you are looking for, and tell the honest story. Don't lie, don't exaggerate. Those things will come in life again, and then see, scientific world is very small. You never know where you'll meet that guy again. So always tell an honest story. So with this, um, I want to thank you for your patience listening. And now the floor is open for questions, and I'll be happy if you ask some questions. Um, the floor is open for questions now.
What an insightful session we had just now. Thank you, Bharmjeet sir, for providing insight regarding the useful CVs building session. As we have heard today, CV is so much more than a simple summary of our work history. It's a personal branding tool, a first impression, and often the deciding factor in whether we get all important calls. The tips and
Yes,
techniques, like Bhaiya said, that there are two perspectives of CV, one from our side, one from employer side. And this techniques, what he has shared, helps in tailoring our CV to highlighting our achievements and skills, which are valuable. These small yet valuable insights will definitely guide us in our career journeys. And once again, thank you, Bhaiya, for showing a, demo CV of yours, which will also help in making it. So now we have heard from our speaker. I will invite all of you to put up any queries if there.
You can either unmute yourself one by one and ask, or you can write in the chat box. The team will moderate it and present it to the speaker. You can ask question, you can comment anything, you can appreciate, you can also give suggestions. I'm so glad the house is almost full. We had to shift some of them to YouTube. So this is the best thing which could happen to any meet where we are all spending our time, especially our esteemed speaker. And Shashi ma'am is also here. Actually, by mistake, I had given her a wrong link. I'm so sorry. Later on, I gave her the right link and she's here. Any question, Mayank? Any question? My GE student?
Ma'am, I need to ask a simple question.
Yes, yes. Maqsood Ahmed. Soumya, could you read out, or Ankita, could you read out the
Yes, ma'am.
query?
There is a query from Maqsood Ahmed, Bharmjeet Bhaiya, that is, which tools did you use to make your presentations?
So I use Canva, and as you have seen, when I was presenting, the Canva logo was there. So for anything, I generally use Canva. That's the best tool to go. You can make presentations, you can make your documents, you can make your CV, you can make posters, anything you can do in Canva.
Thank you for your participation, audience. Please feel free to interact. I
Good
had
evening, sir.
requested him to keep the presentation short so that there is a two-way talking interaction. Yes, Ruchika, please go on.
Yes, ma'am. If I want to apply for an internship, right now I'm pursuing microbiology honors from Gargi College, DU. And if I want to apply for an internship like in AIMS or any other hospitals, so what should I include in my CV or my resume to get selected or to get into the eyes of the reader?
Okay, so being in bachelor's, I assume that you have performed some experiments. For example, if in AIMS you want to apply in immunology lab or in biotechnology lab, so in bachelor's you must have done some basic experiments. Try to include those that you at least have knowledge of those, because in big labs also it's nothing they are doing apart from basic techniques. So molecular techniques is always same. It's just how you are applying that. And if you are having the knowledge of that basic technique, the person will definitely hire you.
Like we do practicals or like we perform practicals in our class and like for example basic knowledge of laminar flow or SDS page or something like techniques or normal devices तो वो भी include करना होता है.
Yes, exactly. Not the laminar flow, but yeah, STS page for S always try to highlight the words.
Okay.
So, for example, you will not use STS page, you will use protein purification, you can use protein separation. So those
Okay.
terms you can use.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bhaiya, there is a
Yes.
question from Mr. Dharmendra.
Yeah.
How long should an ideal CV can be used for fresh graduate?
For a fresh graduate, as I have mentioned, if you don't have an like you don't have papers, you don't have conferences, and you don't have internships, then one page is ideal. But there is no limit. For example, if I have done online courses, I should add that also, if that is relevant to the particular job or the particular internship or the particular application. So there is no defined limit, but it should contain only the relevant information.
There's one more message which is directly sent to me by mistake. Good evening. Is any public relation experience relevant for a student wishing to pursue research? Should I explain my research work while applying for a research internship?
If
ABC.
you are
Person's name is ABC.
okay, thank you. So first thing, I didn't understand the public relationship part, what actually you are trying to ask, but yeah, you should include your research experience, what you have, your research project while you are applying for a research training, because that gives an idea how much you know. And that is a basic thing which a person expect. For example, when I have applied in ICGEB, they have asked me very simple question, glycolysis. They have asked me very simple question of like an equation of a photosynthesis. Sometimes reviewer wants to know your basic knowledge. Um, Not every time the hi-fi knowledge works. For example, if somebody knows how to run a machine but don't know the concept behind that, that person is known as technical assistant, not a researcher. So you need to know everything from basic, and also you should reflect that in your CV. I hope I have answered this question, but
Yeah.
I would
The
appreciate if the
person,
public relationship part,
yeah.
you can like come on the speaker or mic, you can
Yeah.
ask.
ABC has renamed themselves as Punyavi. And Punyavi, is it clear? Otherwise, you can unmute and go ahead, ask the speaker. If it's clear, it's fine. Okay, I think it should be okay. Like, any more questions? And I would
There is
like to uh, announce that after the questions are over, Shashi ma'am will speak, Professor Shashi Chawla, who is the current president. Afterwards, we will have a group picture to mark the day. So anybody who's interested to be in the picture is getting 5 minutes time to get presentable. Any more questions? And very nice comments are coming here in the chat box. People have found it useful. You have kept it simple yet very uh, kind of informative for the younger lot, for the Generation Z and all. Even
This
the
is the
even the
yes.
speaker is Generation Z,
Yeah, I'm also Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Bhaiya, there is a question from Shashank sir. That is a good evening, sir. My question is that academic courses on various subjects on government sites like NPTEL add real value to the CV or not?
Yes, so NPTEL provide courses relevant to your skills. If you are taking, for example, you want to be a bioinformatician, if you are taking courses relevant to the bioinformatics, that will really add a value. And NPTEL is something where in which you have to go to the center and give the exam, then pass. So that is a qualification for you if you are doing that. But only do those courses which matches your forte.
Bhaiya, there is one more question. That should I use color or design while making CV or should I make it simple?
Make it very simple, but at the same time very clear. So you can use bold, you can use some background colors. For example, you have seen in CV. In my CV, I have like just highlighted the headings. You can use some features like underline, italics. Uh, that will highlight your CV. But yeah, don't use too much colors. That will not give a professional thing. Keep it simple, but at the same time, keep it attractive.
There is a question from Janvi Pandey. Do a gap year will affect or pose a problematic situation in future enrollments regarding PhD or industry, and how to tackle that through CV?
Okay, so if you are taking a gap year, I have taken a gap year after my 12th, um, but I had a valid justification, so I could justify that. If you are taking a gap year, for example, the master's exam wasn't cleared that time, the PhD exam wasn't cleared, so it is valid that you have applied again, but don't waste that year. With the preparation of the competitive exam, always try to look for opportunities like internships, like projects, like online courses, which the other guy has mentioned, NPTEL. Always try to look something which can increase your experience. So that will justify your gap year, and you can proudly say that I haven't wasted a year. I have invested that year in myself.
Anyone else wants to ask a question? Okay then. Thank you, Bhaiya, for answering every queries. Now I want to invite Professor Sashi Ma'am, President Delhi State MBSI, to provide her valuable insights on this valuable session.
Hello,
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
good evening, Bharmjeet. So, am I audible? I don't know whether my video, even though I've switched it on, but I don't see. Oh, okay, now I see myself.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I have spotlighted you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, good evening to everyone here, Deshmukh sir, my dear friend, Professor Archana. Then, I hope that there are other faculty members also who are listening to Bharmjeet. Then the wonderful boys and girls who are here to understand how to make the resumes, and Brahmajit. First of all, Brahmajit, I personally have seen your journey and seen you evolving. I mean, I feel so proud of you. Okay. So that I've even started taking you as my student only. तो इसलिए बहुत अच्छा लगता है whenever I see you, and specifically talking about this, something which is very different from uh, the normal course of things you will be talking. Normally we assume कि scientists सिर्फ science की बात ही करते हैं, but definitely this kind of a thing to how to make your resume was required. And it was a wonderful, wonderful information which you have given, like what all should be included in the resume, then the things which employers want, the do's and don'ts, how to make resume for internship, and the tools which you have told us about them. And the best thing which I liked was the your last slide with which you ended, where the first sentence said your CV is a living document, and I can very well correlate with it. I'll tell you, normally, once you are in a job, settled, you get a feeling of settled. So you're not making your resume. You are making your resumes only when you are actually applying for the jobs or research or wherever. So when these promotions for professors were to happen in colleges, then we were told to make our CV. So that was you won't believe it. It was very long since I had not made my CV, and to use these tools, one of these tools, obviously I use them. It was a training for me how to use them, being at this age, and I learned that. But the most important aspect, when you say it is a living document, I actually realized when compiling my journey, like how what all I've done, it was an amazing thing. I mean, I could feel, and you can judge yourself, like whether you have done something good in your life, have you achieved something, or even if you have not achieved, at least I know now where I should be focusing my strength on. So all those informations are required. और मुझे अब ये लगता है कि हर 10 साल में चाहे चाहिए हो या नहीं चाहिए हो, एक सीवी बना लेना चाहिए, which will keep you going in case you are interested in continuing your professional journey. So very, very important. But it was amazing, and also I've read comments of all the students who have really appreciated your talk. So Brahmjeet, it was a wonderful talk, and we thoroughly learned from it. I also learned certain things from resume point of view. So at the same time, you have taken out your time from your busy schedule. I saw your CV, your growth. It's amazing. So I will just say that keep going, and best of luck to you, and God bless you, beta. Just keep doing the good work. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. These appreciations means a lot, like a lot. And yeah, I'm very glad that you listened the talk, and I'm really like thrilled. So thank you so much for this.
Yeah, because I'm also part of placement cell. So wahan pe bhi every time students want somebody who can tell them how to make resumes. So I really understand that it's very very important. तो हम वहाँ पे भी लोगों से talks कराते हैं.
Yes,
Yeah, and these science students normally don't go there. अब यहाँ बैठे हैं तो at least they are learning something. So they will understand the importance of resume as well.
yes, ma'am. You were
Yeah,
right. We only get this in mind, like we have to make CV when the job or when something is approaching,
yes.
when we have to apply somewhere, that time only. But yeah, this is a living document. We have to update it every time when we are doing something.
Yes. And you can then focus on the thing which you see that it is lacking from resume. Otherwise हम यूं ही चलते रहते with time you will realize that also. So वो भी होता है, but I think it is important to keep it, I mean, to update it regularly. Yes, very very. So you have given really the valuable informations, whatever it was.
Thank you.
Yeah. God bless you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights, and they will definitely help us in building our CV in a better way. Bhaiya, there has been a question here,
Yes.
so I just want to ask it. Uh, I have applied for many summer internship in eminent research instructions, but unable to get any of them. Can you please suggest a very effective way to present my CV for any summer internships? The question is from Mayank Chauhan.
Okay, so Mayank, like I have shared both perspective, like an employer perspective and a applier perspective. But what mistake you are doing, I actually need to see your CV for that. I have shown you the email ID, or I can write here also. You can email me the CV and I can get back to you on that. So that will definitely help you because telling you like you said that you have applied many places. So like telling you in general might not give you the answer right answer. So I would say that I'm dropping my email. You just email me your CV and I'll get back to you on that.
Thank you, Bhaiya, for answering that. Now I want to invite our mentor, Professor Archana ma'am, to grace the occasion with her valuable words and insights, also to extend heartfelt gratitude and propose the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. I just figured out how to spotlight. So I started it. Let me spotlight myself.
You are already.
Already?
Yes.
अभी अब हुआ ना?
हाँ.
तो अभी मैंने सीखा जस्ट लाइक बच्चों की तरह ही
Yeah, that is
करते
how we
करते
learn
सीखते हैं ना
actually.
करते करते
Yes,
सीखते हैं
exactly.
so thank you so much. I want to first find out whether Deshmukh sir is still here. Sir, if you can hear me, would you
No,
like
ma'am.
to say?
Ma'am,
He's
he is
not
not here. Right. Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
okay. Because he's at Malaysia and now it is around midnight or 11:30. So it's okay. Sir had blessed the speaker and all of us in the beginning. So now it's my turn to speak. I want to start by saying that my students are my pride. Now, please admit this. Yeah. My students are my pride in its truest sense, and my mission is to work for students, to elevate the students, to increase, to enhance their trajectories, and which is happening a great deal. And it's so heartwarming to see homecoming of my own child of 2020. He was in third year. In fact, he empowered me to be a good president. And he also encouraged me to continue for one more year, although he did not continue because he went on to do his post graduation. So, gratitude to you, Bharmjeet. And it's so nice, as Deshmukh sir has said, as Shashi ma'am has said, that we all have seen your evolution and it's bang on. And you are a role model, definitely, for all your juniors. And you're so lucky, your seniors. Akanksha Didi is also here today. She's from AIMS. And I had not actually sent the link to her. I had sent only to the class groups. She saw from my status and she has joined. And many thanks to her for that. Today's was an enlightening session, a much needed session. All the students need this because they are amateurs. They are in the making, work in progress. So they need good guidance. Instead of they doing hit and trial and error, it's very important to hit the goal. For that, mentorship is needed. So mentorship from teachers is a different thing which we are there for, but mentorship from the seniors is what really makes them greener pastures and worthy goals. For that, not only that you are here today for this talk, which I had requested only day before yesterday to you, but you accommodated and you are handling so many other things besides research, but you are always there for your juniors, like I am always there for students. And many thanks for that. It was very enlightening, and life has come a full circle in terms of you being the president 5 years back and 4 years back, 2020 to 21, and only 4 years back, and you have come out as such a stalwart, I would say, and a person to be very proud of. I'm very proud of your achievements. Today on this platform, I want to share with all of you, when I was applying for professorship, it was a very difficult form, and my child, Bharmjeet, actually helped me in many places where being tech savvy was needed, more tech savvy than a teacher. He was there, so I owe so many things to you. You explained it very well. Your talk was very crisp, but very informative. And I want to announce that people must have taken screenshots or taken notes, but this talk will be available on the MBSI YouTube channel, of which the link I have given in the chat box. So you people can revise, you can share it with people for whom you care.
Is there a network issue?
No? Everything is okay, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am,
Yes.
it is
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
So thank you. Thanks a lot. Now proceeding to the official vote of thanks. I would like to thank Professor Deshmukh sir for being our guiding light and being unstoppable. I want to thank Dr. Shashi Chawla, Professor Shashi Chawla, the very competent president of this current session. She has organized many events, even offline events, very well, very systematically. And she spared her precious time to be here throughout, and she heard attentively and appreciated the students. Very grateful for that. I want to thank my MBSI team, uh, uh, who have nicely arranged for this at a short notice, but very keenly. And I want to thank current President Muhammad Alfaiz Sheikh and Yashika Verma for introducing the speaker, Soumya Day for moderation, and other team members, Ankita, Rishita, Semal, and other students of my college, third year, first year, second year, and also from nationwide colleges. One girl from Ruchika from Gargi College had asked a question. So I think through anyone's question, the entire house benefits. We all want to thank Mr. Prathamesh, who looks after the live stream and who has provided us the Zoom link despite the fact that he is out of station. Most importantly, all the audience who make the speaker feel worthwhile and the team feel worthwhile. We all together thank the entire audience. Thank you for making it a house full. It means a lot. Besides this, there were some people attending through the YouTube channel also. We couldn't ask for more actually. And the superlative thanks to our esteemed speaker, Mr. Bharmjeet Singh, whom we wish all the success, and may not even the sky be the limit for you, beta. You're doing very well. Be the source of inspiration to one and all. Even we, as Shashi ma'am said, even we keep getting inspired by you. Thank you. Thank you. Touchwood, all students, keep going.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep going. And whatever you have achieved, you can always do more than that. Push your limits and rediscover yourself, evolve, and emerge. For us teachers, there's nothing greater than seeing our students be much more successful than ourselves. And we mean it. Thank you. May God bless all of you. Have a good evening. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. So I just want to mention whatever I'm doing, what values I have, what experience I have, what learnings I have is like all due to Archana, ma'am. Because when I was there in bachelor's, I was very naive. I remember when I passed my first year, I like if you would have seen me that time, I'm completely different. So it's a process, a gradual process. And Archana ma'am being a mentor, she is really instrumental in that. So I want to thank you, ma'am, for everything. Thank you, ma'am.
May God bless you more and more. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Gratitude begets abundance. So that this is why you're so grateful, which is why you are so abundant. You're gaining a lot. Keep going. Never change.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good night and bye. See
Good
you
night,
soon next
everyone.
time.